Hello everybody and welcome to episode 7 of the HeartGold Randomizer Nuzlocke. We're continuing on where we left off before. I don't think I did anything in between episodes, off the top of my head anyway, but we've got a quick thing left to do here in Goldenrod before we get over to moving on towards Ekrutik. To be honest, I'm looking forward to Ekrutik actually. When you get there, there's quite a few encounters to do. Obviously, we still have an encounter to the side of the national park. We never actually got our encounter on that route. Then we have the static pseudo-widow, which will also be randomized. Then we have an encounter in Ekrutik's fishing area. Then we have the burned tower. Then we have the route to the right of Ekrutik. I think the mountain next to that, I forget what it's called, but we have an encounter there. Then we have the route to the left of Ekrutik. There are going to be a lot of encounters that need to be done right now, and I'm going to have a good time. There might even be another one if the route just south of Ekrutik is different to the one with the pseudo-widow on it. I'm not sure, but what I am sure of is that I really hope you don't have a bug move, because that could be all kinds of problems. But I want to get some training done in on mute. Sorry, apparently I'm still coughing. If I get some training on Mew, at level 30 I believe it was, it learns Psychic, and that's definitely going to be very helpful. Of course you would use Endure. Why not waste my time when you can waste my time? Oh dear. You're kidding me. This Heracross is getting on my nerves now, actually. See, in my humble opinion... Oh my god, you know what? It's going to go for Endure again, isn't it? Oh, don't I know it's going to go for Endure again. Now, in my opinion, this trainer should burn for doing this, but outside of that, Endure should not work on 1 HP. It should not. It's designed to be irritating. It's designed to waste my time and my power points. Now, fuck off, Heracross. Oh, that really tested my patience. What a way to start an episode. At least Heracross gives some pretty good experience. Wurmple definitely won't. These are relatively low level battles anyway. I really should have done these before the gym, but I mean we didn't really lose anything by doing it in the order we did. I hope I still have some good Pokeballs actually. I might not have as many as I hope. I think maybe I have about 20, but I can't buy any at the marts here, they're all randomized. Please let it be a decent chunk. Oh, I have 40. Oh, I'm fine. I have way more than I thought I had. And we should be able to make a nice profit off of all these battles because we still have the amulet coin. I can't remember entirely where you get the coin case in this game, but I'm going to need it at some point because I want to get those TMs out of the game corner. Oh, sorry. I hope you didn't hear that Netflix audio. Once again, I appear to have forgotten that... Oh dear, Wobbuffet. You know what, this is okay. Wait, no, it's not okay. It's only level 7, I can probably one-shot it, but in the interest of definitely one-shotting it, let's go into Genie. Oh, I hate fighting Wobbuffets and Nuzlockes, I'm sure everybody does, but Feint Attack should do the job, no problem. Anyway, what the hell was it I was going to Google? Oh yeah, where the coin case is, of course. Coin case. HeartGold. Here we are. It's been a busy day actually. I'm recording this a couple hours after I really wanted to, but it's been a very busy morning. Regigigas, that could be an issue. But I don't think it has... It won't have a special move to counter this. It won't have Miracle, but it does have counter. So a couple of Dragon Rage should still do the job. Right, now, let's see where you get the coin case. Acquisition, here we are. HeartGold, Silver, here we are. Goldenrod or Celadon Game Corner. Oh, so you get it in the Game Corner. It's only the Japanese version where you have to get it in Goldenrod Tunnel. That's fortunate, because I actually thought we did have to get it in the tunnel in this version as well, but apparently Nintendo felt like only making the Japanese players suffer through trying to find it here. Level 24. We don't get another good fire move until level 28, which is really unpleasant, but it's Fire Fang as well, so it's not ideal with a mon that's got better special attack than physical. Oh, sorry, I'm really tired apparently. I mean, it makes sense, I didn't have the world's best sleep last night. Isn't this thing park ground actually? So seed flare's probably a better... Will you stop stalling? Honestly, we had the Heracross with its stupid Endure stalling, and now we have the Wormadam. Christ, this is annoying. Okay, so it's not actually park ground. Or maybe it is, but it's also part bug, and then I think grass would be neutral. I don't know, I don't care. The important thing is that it can't stall us anymore, because it is such a pain in the neck. It really isn't... why? More stalling! I'm having a great time. This is so exciting and fun. This is one of the problems I have with my Muse set at the moment. It's why I want to get it something new, because right now, 3 of my moves have, I think, well, Seed Flare and Mega Punch have 85 accuracy, Stone Edge has 80. The only 100% accuracy move I have is Extreme Speed, and it only has 5 power points. So a lot of the time I'm going to get pretty annoyingly stalled. But we can one-shot it with Seed Flare, so it's not really an issue. I'm wondering if it's actually worth finishing these fights, because they are really, really low-leveled. There's the haircut person, but I don't think I desperately need that right now. So I'm actually going to skip those last 2 trainers. Their mons are going to be so low-leveled, we're not going to get that much in the way of experience out of them. Now, if I recall properly, I did already fight all the trainers on the route above. So let's switch into Genie and prepare for a capture. Will you stop getting in the way? Honestly. Everything today is trying to make me slower. Oh, sorry if you heard that, by the way. My hand just hit my desk. Oh well, there are some trainers that we could do in the National Park, but I think our levels are good enough right now. As far as I remember, Morty's Ace is level 24, so I think we're okay. Let's just head straight through. I'm not going to worry about these trainers. Our level's good enough for now. Now this is the route where I knew I'd be able to get another encounter, but really quickly, let's have a little bit of a look. That is a different route. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 encounters that we're going to get now. I'm excited! I don't know about everyone else. This is my favourite part of a HeartGold Soul Silver Nuzlocke, because at this point in the game, there are so many encounters back to back to back to back to back, and I love getting new team members. It's always interesting. You never know, we might find a couple of the mons that I really, really like. If we get an Absol or an Umbreon, that's going on the team, 100%. Iron Defense isn't really going to help you, but okay, waste your turn raising your defense when you're already in red health. Why not? It makes perfect sense, of course. Yeah, Spiritomb is going to be very, very handy. I really hope that Spiritomb survives, because it's going to be handy just for its typing, for one thing. But you've also got to remember that Spiritomb has Confuse Ray and Hypnosis. It's going to be really handy for capturing things, and given that we have 7 encounters coming up, we're definitely going to need Spiritomb to make these easier on us. You know, we may have 35 Pokeballs plus the 5 Premieres, but I'm still not as confident as I wish I was. But yeah, I'm recording, like I said, I'm recording a little bit later than I was going to. I had to go out this morning, well, it's not really, I don't really need to explain why I had to go out, I suppose, but I had to go out for a little while. So I have had breakfast actually. There's a place nearby that does a pretty nice hot dog. So I've just had a hot dog for breakfast. I mean, I wasn't massively hungry, but you know, you've got to eat something. And if I didn't eat anything, I'd only end up being starving later on, so might as well. Now, whoop, I forgot about that. I really should set my bike to be the first select and then put the fishing rod on the second. Let's do that real quick. Problem solved. Anyway, let's see what we can get here. The first of 7 encounters. I don't think we have a Diglett yet either, so this is our encounter. It's not what I wanted, I'll tell you that for free. I would have rather had a lot of other things than Dugtrio, but it's not bad. Dugtrio is a lot better in Gen 1 than it is in basically any other game. Mostly because back in Gen 1, as I'm sure many people will know, crits are determined by base speed, and Dugtrio is absurdly fast. I really did not expect that to kill it. God damn it. Okay, well, we lost out on one encounter. I'm not going to worry about that guy too much right now. Oh, wait, do I even have to talk to this person first? But, yeah, I apparently forgot to go and get the Whelmer Pail. So I'm going to cut that out, actually, because I want to save me a little bit of time, so I'll be right back. Okay, well, I accidentally ran into this trainer on my way back, but we're here at least. I've picked up the squirt bottle. I always forget to pick that up when I do this part of the game. You'd think with how many times I've played it, I would remember, but... well, if there's one thing you've learned about me, other than the fact that I'm constantly hiccuping and constantly coughing, if there's one thing you've probably learned, it's that my memory is not good. It really, really isn't. Of course you would paralyse me. Should be fine, we've got plenty of paralyse heals. Just a little bit of a pain in the arse. In fact, I don't even really need to use the paralyse heals. I will, because I've got them lying around, but I just remembered we have a ton of lumberries from that mart, which, by the way, is the best thing ever. The only thing that could be even better is leper berries. They're basically like, they're $10 each, and they give you 10 PP. They're essentially ethers, but they're berries. If there's a mart which sells those, we are really in business. Right, let's cure that paralysis real quick. And continue on. Okay, this is what we wanted. Let's see what my static encounter is. Please be something that I really want. Absol or Umbreon? I'll take that, or a good dragon type, or Salamence would be amazing. It's not a Salamence, but it's a good dragon type. I'll definitely take a Flygon, absolutely. And Sand Tomb missed, thank God. But Hypnosis hit, so I'm happy. I will definitely take a Flygon. Flygon, it's not the best dragon type. In fact, it's one of the worst ones, to be honest. Hoenn had 3 dragon types. Altaria, Flygon, and Salamence, but Salamence is definitely the best. I'd put Flygon pretty much in the middle of the 3, to be honest. You know, it's not bad. The ground typing can be quite helpful for Stab Earthquake, that's always fun. But it doesn't have Salamence's ridiculous attack power, so it's not the absolute best thing it could be. I don't really want to weaken it down any more than this if I don't have to. I'm going to try and throw some... Of course I missed. I'm going to try and throw some Pokeballs at it while it's in orange health if I can get it put to sleep. I don't particularly want to risk critting it. Of course I missed again. I'm being tested by this stupid thing. Don't you dare do enough damage that this actually kills me. I didn't think this through. I didn't think this through. Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. I expected that to do a lot more than it did, to be honest, but I think the first feint attack was actually a crit. So I think we're actually alright. Well, naturally I can't switch out, so we'll just heal up real quick. Keep Genie in the fight. He should be asleep for at least a couple of turns with any luck. This is going to make an excellent 6th addition to the team. It might not stay on the team, it depends on what we get in these other encounters, but I might be doing some rejigging of the team to sort of work around the new things we're going to get. But we'll see how it goes. We might not even be able to catch this. Yeah, you're making it difficult for me, Flygon. Feint attack, great. I'm getting the feeling that I am going to have to put it into red health in order to do this. The problem is that Spiritomb will probably kill it with another feint attack. It might not. It might not, but the odds are reasonable that it will. So I think what I have to do is wait for the Sand Tomb to free Spiritomb, which apparently is never ever going to happen. Switch into, probably switch into, not Marshtomp. Marshtomp's Water Gun would be neutral, so I'll probably switch into Charmeleon and use Ember. And I think there's no way that'll kill it. It'll be resisted because it's part dragon. Or we could just catch it now, and that could save me some time. I'm absolutely fine with that. What am I going to call this, though? I'm just... what to call it? I'm going to call it Bug Eyes. I mean, honestly, those eyes on Flygon are freakishly big. So I feel like this is a completely appropriate nickname. I don't like the way it looks visually, but the nickname at least makes some level of sense. And we can quick cycle back to Violet City now if I really want to. I don't particularly need to, but it's good to know that I can if I want to. We don't get Fly for quite a while yet, so it is going to be a little bit of a pain. Yeah, I don't really care about planting berries, to be honest. I really don't. Right, well, we have more encounters coming up, so let's pick up this item first. We don't need another Paralyzed Heal, but I will take it. Now the grass should be here. Let's see what we get. That's good. That's really, really, really good. I can turn this into an Umbreon. That's absolutely perfect. I am mildly terrified of trying to weaken it because it's only level 15 and we saw what I did to a level 12 Dugtrio. And this is a base form. So I think we're just going to put it to sleep and throw Pokeballs. You never know, this might still work. I really thought we had it there. I really thought we had it there. I just really like Eevee, to be honest. I mean, technically, this is Species Clause, because we already have Glaceon. So if I really wanted to, I could get a second encounter. But it's an Eevee, and I love Eevee. Right? Even if the second encounter is a Legendary, there's no guarantee I would catch the Legendary anyway. I've only got Pokeballs and Premier Balls to throw at it. So we might as well get an Eevee. If I can even get the Eevee. Will it have more than 40 health at level 15 is the question. I'm honestly not sure, but my bet is probably no. I don't think it will. So Dragon Rage is going to be out of the question. But we might be able to kill it with something... Actually, that's going to lower my attack stat. If it growls a couple more times, then maybe. But if we use Confuse Ray, that might have a chance of weakening it down without me having to actually kill it. Of course, it does mean that I can't use Hypnosis right now, but yeah, we take what we can get. Now, do I have anything better to weaken this down with? Okay, let's think about this logically. 35 attack stat, 37. Ember is stab, it's 40 power, it's special. You have 47 special attack. Quick attack isn't stab, it's 40 power with a terrible physical attack. I think you can probably survive a quick attack. Although I wish I hadn't confused it, because now I'm worried it might kill itself with confusion. Never mind, it snapped out immediately. Way to do me a favour, Eevee. Now I should point out that if I do accidentally... Oh, it tanked that easily. Yeah, if I do accidentally kill this Eevee, I can't then call it Species Clause, because I've already decided that I am going to be taking this as my encounter. So there's no, me accidentally critting it, going into another encounter and getting, I don't know, a Rayquaza. It's not something I'm capable of doing here. Although, if I find a Rayquaza in this episode, I'm not going to say no to it. Right, now we can switch back into Spiritomb. I want to use as few Pokeballs on this as I honestly can at this point. I don't have a massive amount of them spare, and I kind of don't want to use more than I can at least afford to replenish. We've got a lot more encounters still to come. I think we've got, let me think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more encounters to go. Oh, I forgot to put it to sleep. Here I am talking about wasting Pokeballs, and I threw one before I even put it to sleep. But yeah, we've got about 5 more encounters to go, so I definitely need to hold on to what I have in terms of catching resources. But you never know, I might get into Equitique and the Special Mart might have a Master Ball. Or we might have really cheap Quick Balls. Quick Balls are brilliant, by the way. I used to use them all the time in Diamond and Pearl back when I used to play that, but in HeartGold Soul Silver I never figured out actually where to get them, or even if you could. But when I was playing through Shield, oh man, I fell in love with the Quick Ball again, I really did. It was ridiculously useful, because I was doing, obviously I was completing the Pokedex, and I didn't want to waste time weakening down and putting to sleep every single thing I had to capture. So I just threw a Quick Ball, and they're basically first turn Master Balls a lot of the time. It's brilliant. Anyway, I'm going to call this thing Midnight because that is one of my usual names for an Umbreon, and Umbreon is definitely what I want to make that into. I absolutely love Umbreon. It could be worth... Oh, actually, hang on. I didn't consider this, but it could be worth making it into a Leafeon, and then getting Lapras from that trade in Violet City. I didn't think about that, but that could be worth doing. I'll have to give it some thought, actually. And we'll fight those two trainers after I've got the rest of my encounters, in case one of the things I get needs a bit of extra training. But it might be worth doing that. It depends. It's a lot of effort to do for one Pokemon, and Lapras might have a terrible ability. I don't know. So it's certainly a risk if I was going to do that, and I do love Umbreon. Plus I have a lot of water types. I mean, I don't think that I need to do it. I certainly could, but I think it's probably a better idea if I just go with what I have. I think that's probably the safest bet and just get the Umbreon. Umbreon's really useful anyway. It's a really, really nice, tanking Pokemon. And you never know, I might want to switch into it for a couple turns to get some heals on something else. And that crit probably saved me a little bit of time there, so thank you very much, Genie. Level up on Whiskers, I will take that. I probably shouldn't have stayed in with Whiskers, but Lombre's only using Absorb anyway, so what the hell do I care? He didn't even use it on the right Mon. Why are you so stupid? You have a 4 times weak Mon right here. Ah, what a moron. Well, on the off chance he chooses to not be an idiot this time. Okay, this Mudshot is not even hitting the Gulpin, but it somehow still does. Like, the visual just goes right over Gulpin's head. That's ridiculous. On the off chance that it still does, though, we're going to start attacking it now. I mean, I've killed the other trainer's 2 Pokemon, so what can you do, eh? In fact, yeah, there we go. He's using it on Marshtomp now. Oh, that barely did anything. I'm fine. I honestly expected that to do a hell of a lot more than it did. But I suppose it is only Absorb, so it's not that powerful a move. Anyway, we'll finish it off with Ice Punch. I think this person should have one more team member, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, in this game, ooh, hello. Wait, no, that's fine. Oh, it has Drizzle? Oh, that sucks. Actually, come to think of it, this reminds me, I once got a shiny Machoke as my encounter from the Lake of Rage Gyarados. That was kind of cool. Oh, cool, we got the freeze off. Let's go. But yeah, anyway, I once got a shiny Machoke from it, and I evolved it into Machamp eventually. Funnily enough, the Machoke had huge power, so I really wasn't sure if I wanted to evolve it into Machamp. But eventually I did, and it died like 2 battles after I evolved it. I was not happy. I was furious. But I've had some really useless shinies from that encounter before as well. One time I got a Spinarak, for example. Just utterly, utterly useless. I have no way of knowing what the actual shiny is going to be. But I really, really want to find out. So as soon as we can, like before I even go to the 5th gym, I'm pretty sure we can go to Equitique as soon as we have the 4th gym badge. And if we can, if I'm right, that's definitely what we're going to do. Because I want to see what that shiny is as soon as possible. I know it's not, something where it's like, oh wow, I actually found a proper full-odds shiny. It is a guaranteed shiny, but it's still one of the most exciting things in HeartGold Soul Silver to see what your shinies actually randomized to. And oh man, it always bothers me. You see the way your character's standing slightly to the right of the PC? She's not looking at it from the center. It drives me mad. Anyway, let's see what we got. A Lax Nature, that's defense up, special defense down. That's perfectly fine. Quick Feet. Not bad ability. Rivalry. That's not bad either, but that nature is... well, actually, Flygon's a physical attacker, if I remember right, so that's not so bad, actually. We're definitely putting Flygon on the team. So say goodbye to Marowak, because I don't really need Cut right now. And Flygon is going to be infinitely more useful. Now, real quick, because Flygon doesn't have a lot of coverage right now, let's see about these TMs we have. Can't learn Shadow Punch, that's disappointing. Can't learn Dizzy Punch. Well, aren't we just having a lot of luck today? Oh well, we're going to try and do all of our encounters before the end of the episode, so my apologies if it runs on a little bit, But I want to make this a catching heavy episode because we have so many chances for a good encounter here. Granted, the old rod is going to give us a low leveled encounter, but we have hypnosis, so I'm confident. It's only a Fampi. Wait, doesn't Fampi have slow start? I feel like it does. Well, clearly this one doesn't. And I forgot it can give you level 10s in this game. I thought it only gave you up to level 5s, but I'm probably thinking of one of the older games. I'm pretty sure in Generation 3 the old rod only gave you up to level 5. Let's just put it to sleep and try and catch it. If I try and weaken it down, I'm guaranteed to kill it. I mean, it might survive a quick attack or two from Glaceon, but I really don't want to switch into Glaceon for this because I feel like we've probably got it anyway. Maybe not. Maybe not. That's what I get for getting too confident, I suppose. You know, I would be really impressed if these couple of times in this series I've actually messed up and put my put my phone on while it was playing Netflix, and it's only for a couple of seconds, but I would be impressed if anyone actually could tell what it was I was watching. I highly doubt it, but I mean, it was different things in both times, so hey, take a guess if you'd like. You never know, you might be right. You don't win anything, because I'm broke as anything, but you never know. You might be right, and if you are, I'll be impressed. Let's give it a nickname. I don't know what to call it. In fact, no, I do know what to call it. I know exactly what to call it. I'm not entirely sure where Dumbo the elephant comes from. I know it's from something. It might be a Disney film or something. I'm not sure, but that's what we're calling it anyway. I know that much. Now, let's check the special Martin here real quick. What do you got for me? Okay. Fresh waters are basically cheaper versions of super potions, so that's fine. Dubious disc. I know it's an evolution item. I can't remember exactly what it's for. Actually, I think that one might be for Porygon Z, and the upgrade might be for Porygon 2. I'm not sure. And a shiny stone. I mean, the shiny stone could come in useful at some point. And we can finally buy Great Balls. I would like to get at least 15 of those, which is basically all the money I have. But you honestly never know. If I encounter a legendary, I do not intend to be trying to catch it with what remains of my stock of Pokeballs, because that is just not going to work. Okay, now I think there are a couple of hidden items in Ecruteak, so we're going to grab those as well. One of them I'm pretty sure is around here somewhere. There we go, it's a Waterstone. We already have one and we can buy them from a mart, but it sells for a bit. And the other one I think is here. And it's a Damp Rock, okay. Don't really need that. Don't really need that at all. But real quick, I know there's also a TM over here and another couple encounters, plus you get the HM for strength. So, there's nothing down there though, is there? Nope. Aurora Beam! Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. Let's have a look at what can get Aurora Beam. And 65 power, so an extra 10 over Icy Wind. Snowy can learn it, so can Bug Eyes. But Bug Eyes is a physical attacker. Genie already has good moves. I'm giving it to Snowy. It has better accuracy than Icy Wind for one thing. I don't like moves with 95 accuracy because I know I'm destined to miss with them. And it has an extra 10 power, so given that we haven't been able to get Ice Beam yet, I feel like that's the best thing we can do for the time being. Now let's grab Strength real quick from this Hiker Man. I'm not entirely sure how he made me jump back while I was on my bike like that. That's pretty impressive. Maybe this hiker's, you know, Superman in disguise or something, I don't know. I never really got into superhero movies very much. I've seen a couple of Marvel movies, I think. But I don't know a lot about them. You know, I don't know a lot about the Avengers. I don't really know a lot about DC or Marvel. I'm pretty bad for that stuff. Croconaw. Well, that's definitely a Dupe's Claws, so we'll go again. If we can't fish up something different here, we'll have to wait until we have Surf, but that won't be too long from now. In fact, we should have Surf and be able to use it by the end of the next episode. Vileplume. I can never say it right. I always used to say Vileplume, but obviously it's Vileplume. It has download. That's not bad. I am concerned about how I'm going to weaken this down, and it is a bastard for using Stun Spore, but we'll do what we can. Let's see, how many more encounters do I have after... Oh, you have Mega Drain as well. This is going to be a real pain in my ass. How many more encounters do I have after this? We've got the mountain directly above us. Oh my god, will you just break through the paralysis, please? We have the mountain above us. Then we have the burn tower and the route to the west. The route to the west of Equitique. Yeah, that should be what? 3 more encounters? Okay, I'm not going to try and weaken it right now because I'm pretty sure I'll kill it. But let's just throw a Great Ball and see what happens. Okay, we might need to weaken it. We might need to weaken it. I'm going to have to switch into Glaceon for that. Glaceon is becoming a very important part of the weakening down the opponent kind of team because Quick Attack does so little damage with this terrible physical attack stat that it's definitely coming in useful for this situation. See, not even a 2-shot kill. I'm pretty sure it's a 3-shot kill. Don't you dare poison me, it'll be so annoying. Okay, Mega Drain could actually be helpful here. I should be able to get it into red health with another Quick Attack. I gained a little bit more. This shouldn't kill it, I hope. Please don't kill it. Okay, I was wrong! Great, great. Fucking great. I mean, I probably wasn't going to use Vileplume anyway, but it would have been nice to have it on the Dupes Clause list, but alright then. Or the Species Clause, I should say. Where are my Paralyze heals? Here we go. Right, let's have another look and see what we can get in this cave. Actually, I could probably go to... No, there's no way I'd be able to make it to Mahogany Town now, right? And even if I could, I can't use Surf outside of battle yet, so I can't get to the Gyarados encounter. We have to beat the gym for that. Okay, this could be good, but I'm fairly certain it's going to have teleport. But it's going to be a pain in the neck to catch. So, okay, use Confusion first, and we got Hypnosis off. That's good. I don't have time to try and weaken this because I am certain that this Kadabra does have teleport. And as soon as he chooses to use it, we're screwed. So we've got it to sleep, which was quite frankly lucky because I should have remembered it outspeeds Genie. Genie is not very quick. But we got it in 1 Great Ball. So blessed be the Hypnosis and catch luck. I'm really curious exactly what this Kadabra has, to be honest. It's probably not going to go on my team, at least not for now. We've got a pretty solid team. What should I call this one? I'm going to call it Spork. I know Kadabra and what's it called, Alakazam hold spoons, but I'm not about, you know, using simple nicknames like that, and it amuses me more to call it Spork, even when I know they're not Sporks, because I know that's going to irritate somebody, and that will amuse me greatly. Now, what else do I have to do here? Off the top of my head, let's see. We've got the Surf HM is literally in the building just above the Pokemon Center, but I don't want to grab that right now. We've got a couple more encounters I want to do first. But before I do that, let's check what we've got. Unaware and Guts. Yeah, it did have Teleport, I had a feeling. Well, we're at least building up our reserve Pokemon list. We've got a pretty nice list of things we can use now if one of our team members get killed. So I'm quite content, actually. And you know what? We've only had 2 deaths so far, both of which, well, to be fair, one of which was not really avoidable. The Eevee critted my Mareep. The other one was completely irrelevant because I don't miss having F-. F- was completely useless, and we all know it. So I'm not particularly worried about it, but it does annoy me that I took a death that really didn't serve any purpose. And there's an item up here. Okay, I'm an idiot who thought there was an item up there. Maybe there isn't gold and silver, I don't know. Is there an item here? Nope. I don't know why I felt like there was an item there. Okie dokie, well, let's get our Burn Tower encounter real quick. I don't really want to go through any of the story in here, so we're just going to go in this area. Hippowdon. Definitely a half-decent ground type. I have used Hippowdons before, actually, when I used to play Diamond and Pearl a lot. Obviously, before I, you know, basically only ever played Pokemon Randomized, which is basically it now. I do have a lot of the games still, but unrandomized, they don't hold the same appeal to me that they used to. Unless I'm talking about Shield. Shield is still new enough to me that I greatly enjoy it without a randomizer. I've never played it randomized. I mean, as far as I know, I've said this before, but as far as I know, there's no Switch emulator or randomization program, and I'm pretty sure you can randomize these games by doing something to your actual cartridge, but I do not want to mess with that because that was not cheap. That was not cheap. And I really, really don't want to mess with it because if I was good at that kind of thing, I'm sure I could make it work just fine. But I am not the world's best with technology, and I'm pretty sure if I mess with it, I'll probably break it. And that would really, really piss me off. Okie dokie, we got Hippowdon. Very, very nice. I'm not really going to use it. It's going to be another one of those mons that sort of sits in the box waiting for something else to die. But we've got it anyway, and it is male, but I don't really care. We're going to call it Bertha. Because I have no creativity for nicknames, and it's the only thing I could think of. Although, if it was a female Hippowdon, I probably would have called it Gloria, because then the female Hippowdon is black instead of brown, and it would remind me of Gloria from Madagascar. Don't ask me why I remember these characters. It's been years since I watched any of these movies, but certain things stay in your mind. You know what I could rag on? I could rag on getting a Magikarp, but Gyarados is great. Oh, I love how Magikarp has pressure. Isn't that cute? Imagine who would be pressured by a Magikarp. That's wonderful. But I'm not too worried about this. It's a nice easy capture. It evolves into Gyarados. If I really end up wanting to use it, I mean, granted I already have about 6 million water types, so I'm probably not going to need it. But if I ever end up, you know, running out of all 6 million of those water types, Gyarados is not bad. I'll absolutely take it. I'm going to give it a really creative nickname as well. You're not even going to believe this. You're going to look at this and be like, wow, we've never heard anyone make this joke before. Nobody in the history of YouTube has ever made this completely original, definitely funny joke about Gyarados being Water Onyx. No one has ever made that joke. And it will never be made again. It's my joke. Clearly, I didn't rip it off from literally everybody who makes it every single time they ever see a Gyarados. Yeah, original humour is not something we do here on this channel, just so we're absolutely clear on that. Okie dokie, let's see what we've got from our abilities on these two. Well, we know Magikarp has pressure, but it's not evolved yet, so it doesn't really matter. What did you have? Guts, and you have White Smoke. Oh, that's a bad ability though. Nature, sorry. A modest nature on a Hippowdon. I really don't like that. I'm not sure if I want to use Midnight. Obviously I love Umbreon, and I'm greatly considering it. But looking at our team right now, there's nobody I really want to take off of here. This is a really powerful team. So I think for the time being we're going to hold on to what we have. And we got all our encounters here, so in the next episode it's time to do Morty and get Surf. And if there is still time, we'll even head off towards the Lake of Rage, if I can. I'm still not entirely familiar with what you have to have done to do that. Usually I just go in the normal order and do the 5th gym before I go over to Mahogany Town, but we'll see what we do this time. Nope. There we go, Spiritomb. I don't like it when you look all weird. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Stay tuned.